Finally, it's out! The first episode of Dragon Ball Daima is now a reality, and along with it comes great versatility in the script. Even though it may seem like more of the same, it already enchants with new settings and its wonderful animation. The quality of the animation is impressive, blending the classic style with modern touches, vibrant colors, and detailed backgrounds. The action scenes are fluid and exciting, with fight choreography that reminds us of the best moments of the series. There's a touch of nostalgia, mixed with a comic evil magic that has always been well represented in Dragon Ball, reminiscent of Goku's first enemy, Pilaf. We're entering a world we'll uncover together, with new characters who are well acquainted with the old ones, enemies who seem to fear the power of the Z-Warriors and have chosen to take them out of the picture. But little do they know that, even as children, they are tough to defeat. Just ask Vegeta. Will we see him being a little more badass? We already know that Goku has always been playful. We're about to see our Z-Warriors in their majestic, classic forms. All this and more now for you. Grab your popcorn and get ready to dive into this wonderful story that started today. I ask for your subscription, your like, and make sure to activate the bell so you don't miss any videos. With all due respect to the master Akira Toriyama, let's start today's video. Let's go! We were all eagerly waiting for the first episode of Dragon Ball Daima, and many of the things we commented on turned out to be very different from what we imagined. It seemed like Goma was entirely evil, but we were wrong. He has a comedic side, along with Dajizu, who was with him observing the arrival of Babidi and Dabura on Earth. Right off the bat, we discover that the Supreme Kai has two brothers, and one of them was plotting with the new king of the Demon Realm, Goma, who is now the new king of the Makai since Dabura and Bu have died. We also see that Dajizu, one of the Supreme Kai's brothers, hates him for becoming a Supreme Kai. His face is filled with even more hatred when he helps mortals, which clearly sets up a parallel with Zamasu. Of course, at first glance, it doesn't seem like Dajizu will cause the same level of damage as Zamasu, but who knows? Especially because they will be addressing the Dragon Balls later, and he mentions that he wanted to take the third wish. Soon, we'll talk about Goma's wishes as well. What also caught our attention was their surprise at the power of the Z-Warriors, just like how the Supreme Kai never imagined that such powerful warriors existed, especially on Earth. They even raised the question of whether these warriors were Magians, since they had energy spheres in their hands and could fly. In the world of Dragon Ball, Magians are a race of powerful and often malevolent beings, known primarily through Majin Buu. So, it's understandable that they would assume these warriors were Magians, at least until they zoomed in on their video camera and, judging by the warriors' ears, saw that they were quite different from Magians. They fast-forwarded the video and noticed the Dragon Balls being used by the Z-Warriors. Dajizu was surprised, as he only knew about Purunga, not the one from Namek, but rather the one from the Demon Realm. We learned that the Namekians originated from the Demon Realm and moved to the outside world, as it said they did a long time ago. Soon, we'll meet the new Namekian introduced to us, whose name is Neva. Then Dajizu declares that Goma will be the new king, and both agree. At this moment, a woman arrives, named Dr. Orino, whom Dajizu calls his sister. So, the Supreme Kai revealed so far has two siblings. Could it be that all who appear are related, similar to the angels in Dragon Ball Super? Initially, I don't think so, but who knows? She is very mysterious and had a research project that was supported by Dabura. It's still unclear what it might be, but given her mysterious nature, it can only be something bad, perhaps even a major discovery. We'll have to wait and see how it unfolds, as she plants the idea in Goma's head that the warriors might invade the Demon Realm. Goma quickly gets the idea to use the Dragon Balls, but Dajizu reminds him that the Dragon Balls are protected by the three Tamagrami's powers, created by Neva the Namekian. Therefore, it would be impossible for them to take and use the Dragon Balls for themselves. Goma then says he'll use the Earth's Dragon Balls, which are easier to obtain. However, there's a catch. Since they are of white magic, they cannot be used for evil purposes. Thus, the plan begins. Not Zamasu's Zero Humans plan, just kidding, but the plan to turn the Z-Warriors into children through the Earth's Dragon Balls, with Neva's help. What left me thinking the most was what Goma said right after, that turning the warriors into children was the first wish, and then he mentioned that the second wish would be to retrieve an artifact called the Third Demon Eye. It's something similar to Pegasus's Millennium Eye from Yu-Gi-Oh! Perhaps, but it's placed in the middle of the forehead and grants great power to its bearer. They say that this ancient artifact was lost during the reign of Abura, who might be Dabura's predecessor. That's why Dabura didn't use the artifact. It wasn't passed down to him. It's said to be passed down through generations of supreme kings, granting its holder tremendous power. Perhaps if Dabura had used this item, he wouldn't have been controlled by Babidi. Going even further, maybe he could have easily defeated the Z warriors, and who knows, he might not have lost to Majin Buu in his initial form shown in Dragon Ball Z. Daijizue soon interrupts and asks for the third wish.
Who knows what that wish will be?
We know that Daijizue is also very mysterious and has an aura like Zamasu, willing to fulfill an objective at any cost. This opens up a range of possibilities for what he might ask for.
Who knows what it could be? What would be interesting to him?
Maybe switching places with his brother or something along those lines. That's it. Finally, Goma mentions that he will visit the 3 demon worlds to seek support from the Magians. These might be some of the worlds we saw in the trailer, suggesting that the demon realm is like an inverted version of our world. However, it doesn't seem too different when we balance it with Goku and the Supreme Kai's entrance into the Makai realm, as it appears to function as a normal universal system, not a true representation of a demonic world. After this, we are introduced to Neva, who is an old Namekian, the only one who stayed in the Makai realm and did not migrate with the others in the past. We still don't know why, but despite being old, he is very powerful, reminiscent of the feats of the Grand Elder Guru on Namek. The Patriarch, also known as the Great Elder Guru, played a crucial role in the Namek saga in Dragon Ball Z. Guru has the ability to unlock the latent potential of warriors, which was the first significant boost for Gohan and Krillin, with young Gohan already hinting at his future role in the Buu saga. That boy we saw in the trailer, Glorio, is his name. He seems to be another one of the Supreme Kaioshin's brothers, possibly the youngest among them. What will his importance be in the entire saga? Will he be a guide for Goku and his possible Supreme Kai brother, or will he turn out to be a traitor? From the way he was listening to Daijizue and Goma, it seems he doesn't agree with their plans, and maybe he's the one who will inform Goku and the others about what's going on and why Goma and Daijizue are attacking. We also see the Oracle Fish, or what looks like a larger version of its species, who seems to act as a gateway between the demon world and the outside. He asks where they want to go and their destination, and they have to pass through him to reach a place with several accesses, each leading to a specific location among the universes in the outer world we know. It seems the Oracle Fish's species is divided into several functions, each with a mission to protect something. The fish warns them that besides Babidi and Dabura, who went to the same destination they are headed to, Dr. and Raiso also went there, so it's possible she met someone from the outside world. Perhaps this opens the door for Frieza, who, considering the timeline, would still be dead. Based on Trunks' birthday party, celebrating his 9th year, and the events of Beerus and Frieza happening when he was around 14 or 15, Frieza would still be dead. At Trunks' party, we see Supreme Kaioshin and Kibito Shin in their normal forms, without the Pod era. It's mentioned that in the Dragon Ball Super manga, Kaioshin and Kibito state that they unfused using the Dragon Balls of Namek. They explain that they asked Purunga, the Namekian dragon, to return them to their separate forms. This happened during the Goku Black Arc, allowing Kaioshin and Kibito to act independently again. But in Daima, the version is completely different. Goku questions them, and they explain that just like when Majin Buu absorbed them both, the fusion was undone. So, they ask Majin Buu to do the same thing with them, and they return to normal. Then, we cut to Goma arriving at Den's location, kicking off a sequence of events that sets his plan into motion, with Neva demonstrating his power, easily bringing the Dragon Balls to the tower and speeding up the process for their renewal, which frightens Den, who wonders who he is. Goma makes his first wish, to turn the Z warriors into 6-year-olds, specifically everyone who fought against Majin Buu. So, those involved in that arc turn into children, and those who are already children become babies. And that's how the episode ends. Tell me what you guys thought. Whether you watched it before or after this video, leave a comment. Well, my favorite part, which I didn't mention here, was the nostalgic fight between Goku and Vegeta, ending with a final flash and Goku's Kamehameha. Then, they feel the transformation happening. So, are you excited for another episode? What do you think will happen next? Will the Supreme Kaioshin meet his brother right away or later on? Stay tuned, because we'll bring you new information at any moment. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.